The transmission module or layout section from the tractor run page provides a shortcut to the transmission app and detailed information on how the transmission is set up. The operator can view the stored F1 and F2 speed sets, the R1 and R2 speed sets, the transmission mode currently selected, and an orange indicator light if Eco or Economy mode is enabled. Touching anywhere on the transmission module will navigate to the transmission app. Here is where the operator can change from auto, custom, and manual mode. From the operator's manual, here is the definition of each mode. Notice under full auto it states minimize engine speed automatically to maximize fuel economy during light loads. Do not use this mode during heavy pulling. Custom allows the operator to tell the transmission when the desired speed is set, please try to also run at this engine RPM to help save on fuel when you are capable. But if the engine droops below a percentage, you have permission to adjust engine RPM and gear selection to maintain my desired speed. Speed is the main objective. Manual mode is just a straight up power shift, totally dependent on the operator to shift gears, set engine RPM, and speed. Custom mode is ideal to obtain both fuel economy and performance. Now we can optimize the settings for custom mode. This can be done for many applications from light work to heavy pulling. For this example, we will be setting up for heavy pulling. Selecting custom settings allows the operator to set the engine droop. How much can the engine be pulled down before the transmission makes a reaction? During heavy pulling, we want the PTO off percentage to be as low as possible, 14%. The PTO on RPM can go much lower, down to 6%. Make sure to turn off the load anticipations for PTO and SCV. This way the operator can use these functions and not disrupt the Eco mode. For example, if SCV load anticipation was left on and the tractor was pulling an air seeder, every time the fan is engaged, it would not perform the Eco mode because of an active SCV. Now we can adjust the desired engine RPMs for heavy pulling. As you can see, the orange indicator light is on. Therefore, Eco is active and we can adjust the engine RPMs for Eco on. This value must be reasonable for the task at hand. If the tractor is pulling a C650 cart, coupled with a 60-foot tool, the operator should start out with at least 1800 RPMs. Adjustments can always be made to reach full optimization. Switching the Eco off allows the operator to change the Eco off engine RPMs. Set this to full engine RPM. That way, the operator can always return to full engine RPM in custom mode with Eco disabled. Here you can see Eco is disabled, and by pressing the Eco button, it is enabled. Eco mode can be enabled or disabled from the transmission app or from the physical buttons located on the side of the hand throttle. Here is an example from the simulator. To enable F1, you can either place the tractor in neutral, place the tractor in a forward gear while holding the clutch pedal down, or while the tractor is traveling in a forward gear, select the F1 orange button on the command arm. With the black box around F1, use the black scroll dial on the gear selector to increase or decrease speed. The same process is used for selecting the F2 button on the command arm. An operator can have two speeds saved. F2 must be the greater speed. All settings are now complete. We can close out of the transmission app and begin custom mode. Here is a simulated view of how an operator can switch between the speed sets, and once they're activated, speed set 1 and speed set 2 will hold memory to a speed change. As you can see, the increased speed change for both presets saved when returning. Customers can make changes on the go to further optimize the performance of custom mode. Using the bump feature of the gear selector while in custom mode will make incremental speed changes. We can see the numbered speed set disappear from the screen, and it just says auto. When speed set number 1 or speed set number 2 is selected, the number will populate and return to the last saved speed. Sometimes small incremental changes of increasing or decreasing speed will need to be made for the transmission to accommodate for the RPM settings and the droop settings. If the engine RPM goal is not being met, try increasing or decreasing the speed by 0.2 mile an hour. This may help the transmission shift and obtain the desired engine RPM for fuel economy. If performance is still not being met, we may need to make adjustments to the engine RPM for Eco On within the transmission.